Hello, my name is Shirley, and welcome back for another episode of Territory as Argentina. In previous episode, we tried to do a bit of war against Uruguay, but then Brazil said no, and we don't really have the army yet to challenge them. We could actually open up a new company, and that would be the railway thing. Which, to be fair, it will improve the railways throughput, I presume, because that's the buildings it affects it. And then once we reach 100 prosperity, wheat farms throughput is going to be increased by 10%, and livestock ranches by 5%. So I think that's alright. We're going to do that one. Oh, now we're making a whole lot of money again. Oh, did the... Oh yeah, there we go. The Civil War has ended, so now we're making a lot of money again. Yeah, there we go. So we could probably increase the... Oh, no, we're actually losing money because we just completed a building. That was the reason why we're making the money. Alright then, well, we're getting a coal mine in Mendoza. There's actually another coal mine that will be built by the private sector in there. A bit of government administration, universities, another sulfur mine. So what are we needing desperately? More engines, more wood. So that's at least something we could do quite easily. Just get another logging camp over here in our capital. That'll probably help. And these... Okay. Alto Paraguay would require a bit of work there. Or at least the standard of living there is pretty rough. Now, to be fair, once we incorporate this, that might help the situation. But there's... the work isn't the best, I do admit. We could go for the steam donkey, but that would just reduce the amount of work available. There's some subsistence farms, but they're not employing all that many people. It's just a bit of peasants there. But that's about it. Colonies are still moving, or spreading southward quite nicely. We could probably go ahead and improve our relations. Let's see, we'll improve relations with France. You know what, we'll start improving relations with Peru-Bolivia. We're not going to rival them yet. I think if we can turn them into a friend. Go to this demagogue. Thomas Castro of the armed forces is rapidly gaining popularity among the people. The radical socialist message of equality he espouses is proving especially appealing to the lower classes. Alright, so he gets 50 popularity for 2 years. Alright then. But wait, are the armed forces actually being... oh yeah, they're communist. Alright then. And they're part of the government. Interesting. Well, I suppose there's probably going to be election season soon enough again. When is the next election? The 8th of April, 1887, so we've got 2 years still. Wait, we've got socialists in power, then I suppose that does mean that we can switch to Council Republic. But it would only be the armed forces that would support that one, so probably not right now. Labour rights, we could go for the regulatory bodies. Industrialists would not like that one. But that would, well, that would be more bureaucracy that we need, which we can't really afford right now. Migration controls, we could go for the closed borders, but again, that's not really something we need to do. The more population we have, the better for us it is right now. Not going to go for agrarianism. So again, there's not too much in here that we can really see being passed. I mean, maybe the total separation now would be about time. Sure enough, the clergy would be annoyed by that, but it's got 51% chance of passing. So I think we could probably get that done fairly quickly. We've got still good legitimacy, so that's not going to be a problem. We do lose a bit of the authority though, so maybe it's time to remove one of these taxes. So now we're losing £60,000, but we might have to increase the taxes in general, to be fair. It will cost us a little bit of legitimacy, but we can probably do that, and that means that at least we are still making money. So we'll be able to accumulate a bit of a war chest whenever we try doing another war. Now, we do also need to increase the military size quite a bit, but we might just wait until we've gotten the breech-loading artillery. Then we'll build another 5 artillery and maybe 5 more cavalry, and then we'll have a total of 40 battalions, which is still not enough to challenge the Brazilians, quite frankly. Let's have a look at these. So we might want to get another general in here just in case. I think we'll take the reserve one, so that's pretty decent general overall. It does cost us a little bit bureaucracy, but that's alright. We might also start upgrading these to level 2 at some point. But right now, we could have up to 60 battalions total. We will go up to 40 sooner or later. Ooh, obligation against Paraguay ended. Paraguay is damaging relations. Alright then. If you want to fight us... And to be fair, you do have Brazil supporting you. But I don't think they have the guts to actually declare war on me. Now, to be fair, I still got defensive pact with Chile and Ecuador. And we're damaging relations with Uruguay. And I suppose if Paraguay... Oh, yeah, Paraguay is damaging relations with us. Grassroots war for the law. We can get 20% success chance for the total separation. Or we'll get some more lawyers. I think we'll just take that one. Intelligentsia will become more powerful as well. Or more popular as well. We've got almost 11 million GDP. So it did, thanks to the civil war in Britain, it did kind of stall for a while there. But it is now improving. This literary rate is... we are in the top 30 in the world with that, so that's not too shabby. Of course, I suppose one of the things that does have an impact is the fact that Scandinavia formed into one, so those probably had a higher... most of Germany is now under North German Federation. I think they may have lost the war, actually, because they didn't get the areas in here. Maybe it was a white peace. Oh, right, the truce was signed pretty recently. Alright then. Ooh, oil discovered in Lancashire. That's good on them. We haven't found any oil yet, but we haven't researched the pumps either, so there's that. But I suppose we're getting a little bit closer on unlocking that. Oh, there's the electrical generation. That would be quite handy. But yeah, we could get the pump jacks sooner or later. We don't necessarily need to do that yet, but it is going to be researched eventually. The colony is still going south. We are making a tiny bit of money. Not a lot, though, but I suppose the... Oh, we're paying almost £8,000 a week now to Uruguay. Well, at least that's making their economy a bit stronger. We've still got 3 years left on that one. And that is affecting our prestige. Oh, right, so it does slowly go down, the humiliation. Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. So it's 16% now. Negative there, but we are getting 33 from Army and 18 from Navy. GDP is giving us 32. Oh, and law process study. There we go. So still 2 more stages to go, and we can't improve relations with... It's not a new... Oh, modeling a coup in Brazil. Okay. They're still part of the British market. They're still probably in a bit of rough... oh, they got 91 battalions now, so they are also increasing the army size. Plus they got 50... You know what, one of the things that we should probably do is get some more conscript battalions. We can actually have a lot more of them. That's 10 infantry. Get 5 artillery. And 5 cavalry for conscripts. That's a total of 20 extra, and then we'll have, if we get another 10 battalions, so 5 artillery and 5 I suppose we could start with the lancers already. I mean, it won't be built anytime soon, but we'll put in some more lancers in... You know what? Santa Fe will be fine, although Corrientes might be even better for that, because we've got a lot of it farming in there already. But regardless, we'll get a little bit more stuff in here. Well, I'm going to get the university done first. We did get the extra bureaucracy now, so what we could actually do is improve the institution, maybe the education, or we could go to the colonial affairs to increase the speed that we colonize down here in the south, so Chile wouldn't get quite as much of Patagonia. You know what, that's actually what we'll do. We'll upgrade that first. And we might want to do another government administration, maybe 2 of them in our capital, to increase the bureaucracy available, so we can maybe then start doing even, well, improving more of the institution, I suppose, rather. But yeah, we improve relations with France. I don't suppose... Is there anyone that I could ally right now? Not really. There's options, but no one really wants to do that. We could improve relations with Austria, but I think we got fairly good... Yeah, we got pretty good relations with them already. Brazil, I don't think we can improve relations too much. North German Federation, we got already pretty good ones. Paraguay is damaging the relations, that's fine. We got okay relations with Russia. Got good relations with Spain. Improved relations with British Raj. Maybe Belgium. So if we have a look at the market, the engine price is still pretty high, so that's something that we might want to start improving a bit further. Oh, gold discovered at Victoria. So the motor industries, it'll probably be worthwhile. Get that one in there. The coal price is still pretty high, but we are luckily expanding the coal mines in here. Now the private sector is taking care of that this time around. That sole separation will probably be done soon. The GDP is now 11 million. I mean, we did start with less than a million, so we've already increased it quite a bit, but we still got quite a bit of work to do, quite frankly. I mean, I wouldn't mind being the biggest GDP in South America, but I don't think we'll reach that anytime soon. We do have larger than Peru Bolivia has. We've got more population as well than they do, but Brazil's got twice the population. Oh, low progressive voting, excellent. So how much do they... They got prestige of 236, we got 187. Of course, we are slowly recovering the prestige, and of course, the more research we do and all that, that will every now and then give us a bit more prestige, and of course, make our military better, fleet better, improve our production. So there's a lot of things that can have a bit of an impact on the GDP and or prestige, I suppose, mostly, is the question here. So we will no doubt eventually catch up to Peru Bolivia, but it might take a while. Oh, someone exiled from Austria, alright then. I still really want to get the colonial exploitation still. Alright then. We should be reaching about 75 innovation fairly shortly, because we're getting another university in our capital, and that's the level 5 in there. So it will have another in extra trooper in there. And thus the innovation probably will be going... Yeah, it's 14 already. Probably go quite a bit higher than that. Glass price in the British market is a bit high. Okay. Good to know. We could maybe get a bit more glass production as well. But there we go. 74.6 already. I think that might still go a tiny bit higher. Or not. No, it won't go any higher than that. Right now, I mean, we will get another university sooner or later. Actually, we haven't started constructing any right now. The coal mine in Mendoza is about to be completed. Then we'll get another livestock ranch in Cordoba. Another iron mine in Tucumán. And then tobacco plantations in Chaco and Corrientes. There we go. Total separation. We do lose a bit of authority, though. I suppose at this point it might be time to just remove some more decrees. Maybe we don't need the decree in... There. It will cost us a bit, but... we'll discover it in Anglia. Alright then. Now we're discovering a lot of oil, actually. Interestingly enough. The British, that is. Right, so we've got 14 to 21 days, so probably about 3 weeks. Now 2 weeks for the rotary valve engine. After that, we'll hopefully start getting some more... Like, the vulcanization wouldn't be too bad. We'd start using some rubber in textile mills. We haven't actually found any rubber in our nation, though. But there should be a chance to discover some resources. I don't know if it's going to be then... Instead of having rubber, maybe rubber could be found over there. Oh, there's the rotary valve engine. Alright then. So... Oh, Peru-Bolivia, we already had pretty good relations with them, apparently. Take on debt except from... Oh, Communist Party has been found. Isn't it? That's... Let me guess. That's... The armed forces in there, yeah. The armed forces, the Communist Party. Alright then. So right now the legitimacy is a bit low, admittedly. Actually, we're still losing a bit of money. We do have these at least a bit higher there. We could maybe reduce the... Yeah, actually, I think we kind of do want to keep these. Although, how much would that be? That's 700. That would be mostly reducing the deficit. We don't want to reduce the government wages right now because that's going to cost us even more authority. Although, that'd be a whole lot of money. You know what? We'll do that. And then we'll just go ahead and remove another decree. Maybe we'll move the manufacturing from Cordoba. We want to keep the coal mines over here being boosted and the industries in our capital. And now we're making money at least. Right, so Paraguay, how's the relations with you? You've got 5 battalions and antagonistic. Relations are still cordial for now. I suppose I could just damage the relations as well. Speed up the process a bit. If we're both doing that, it's going to go down fairly quickly. Now, I think we've got 2 more administration. Yeah, we've got 2 more administration. We've got a level 5 university there. We could maybe get another university in... What, Cordoba is probably a good idea. Improve that a bit further. Just to get the innovation a bit higher. The literary rate is almost 60%, but we'd drop a little bit further back on the list there. Oh, we've got diplomacy ties with Great Qing. Alright then. We have a little bit of bureaucracy, but I suppose that is being currently used for upgrading the colonial affairs. Once that reaches the level 3, we'll be doing the colonization down here in the south a bit faster. Hopefully we can get most of the state for us. And we've got... Okay, oh, rubber discovered in Togo. Right, that's in Africa. Walking among the people. Communist Party organized led by... someone. Have traveled to the countryside in order to build class conscience among the Argentina peasantry. Bold step to advance the Workers' Peasant Alliance. Momentum added to Communist Party. Or focus their efforts on organizing against landlordism. So peasants become more radical, and they'll get... Right, radicals represent our living decrease. I think we can afford that. Harming the natives. They want fight. They can have it. Although, really, we can't fight it yet. But we are now working on getting the shrapnel artillery soon-ish. Also, what are we getting? Oh, shift work. Okay, yeah, we could put that into the research queue. We do need to increase our research a bit further. But one of the things that we might want to do is get another construction sector somewhere. Maybe in our capital. We're going to afford to increase in the construction speed a bit further. Not massively, necessarily, but... Oh, actually, the investment pool is going down right now. But the construction cost is a bit high. But yeah, if we get a bit more construction, we can get more things done faster. We're currently getting the iron mine in Tucumán by the private sector. And we're building the logging camp in Buenos Aires. That'll be quite handy, actually. Then we'll get a bit of barracks in the government administration, some motors, or some engine production, glass production, another university. That'll be done fairly quickly. The Spectre holding the world. A world to win? Or fire back? Okay. Ah, right. How is this one? So it's currently... We fail if the progress bar has reached 100%, and if we fail, there's going to be more communist, anarchist, and vanguardist characters appearing in Argentina. Okay, so actually, right now it means that the communists are not really getting in power, at least not yet. We'll see how things change after that, but there we go. Now we're getting the... So that's the cavalry units that we're building. So after that, we need to get still the artillery units, but that's fine. We've got the artillery foundry in our... well, in Cordoba, I suppose. Not really in our capital, is it? We're still below 200 prestige, although I'm pretty sure that will start improving slowly but surely. An election victory for National Civic Union. Let's reform the government. Oh, the industrialists want to join the party again. Alright then. There we go. So now there's the National Autonomous Party with Catholic Church and communists that are in the opposition. A bit of a bureaucracy shortfall, but it's not too bad. I'm guessing this one's now going down... yeah, it's going down a decent bit. That'll be fine. 3 to 4 weeks for the identification documents. And the money is now improving quite a bit, actually. Oh, because we're no longer paying the... No, we're still paying the diplomatic pact. But there must be some other things that... Oh, no, it was the construction work, right, that's what happened there. We're going to improve the Catholic Church opinion of us, or... You know what? We're going to start reducing the Catholic Church to become less significant. We don't really need them right now anymore. Or rubber discovered in Togo. We still haven't discovered the things that we can discover in our nation, which I'm assuming it's probably going to be oil, actually, because there's discoverable resources. And we've gotten the rubber discovery. Well, I suppose the rubber discoveries are now happening everywhere, so there's a chance that we'll discover something. There's the identification documents. There we go, a bit more taxation capacity. Not that we really need it right now. We have very little unrealized taxes thanks to the bureaucracy shortfall. We are below 11 million in GDP again, but I suppose... Oh, what's this then? Ecuador is having a proletarian revolt. Okay. If they need my help, I'm willing to help them. New Granada is already... I'm gonna lean towards Ecuador. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, New Granada sides with Ecuador already. Okay, so they probably don't need me then. Is that pro-Bolivia is also leaning towards them? Right, defamatory article. We either lose a bit of... Patagonia, standard of living. You know what? We can ignore it. Defamatory article. Because the population should be converting more and more into Argentines anyway. Actually, yeah, the majority already almost is. Like, it's really close. I think a few days, and there we go. Argentines are now the biggest population in our capital. Or the majority population in our capital. That's good. We are... Oh, pro-Bolivia, sides with Ecuador. Okay, we don't really need to join in that war then. I think they've got it covered. But everyone wants to fight, I guess, the proletarian revolts right now. Well, there's the barracks is built. It's going to take a while before those are fully employed, mind you, but it's at least underway. The government administration is being... So we'll get... These two will get maybe enough to at least get another level in institutions. Possibly the education wouldn't be too bad. Novel phase could also be somewhat useful, but I think we'll go for the education first. Get the assimilation going faster. That'll be rather handy. We've got fairly good legitimacy. I don't suppose we've got any laws that we need to pass, do we? Can't switch to taxation law. We could go for the laissez faire, but I don't think the investment board... Yeah, no, that's not a huge one right now. It's not really growing much either. We'll try to go no migration controls, but the rule folk would probably hate that. So we'll probably stay off on that one. We could still go for the elected bureaucrats. Armed forces would hate that. The rule folk are the ones that support that. Intelligence, yeah, opposes that. So maybe we don't want to have the parties in the government fighting one another there. Or the intergroups in the government fighting one another. We could go with the private health insurance, I suppose. Industrialists endorse that quite a bit. That would radicalize the Catholic Church, though, so maybe not yet. Well, let's hold on to the charity hospitals, I suppose. Public health insurance, once we get... Actually, what do we need for that one? Ah, there's just no one supporting it. Alright then, well, maybe eventually we'll get that. So, Alto Paraguay, there's still quite a bit of problems with the standard of living in there, but it is almost incorporated. That might help a little bit in there, and of course, we might want to build something... Well, there's not a lot of population available at this problem. All discovered in East Anglia? Alright then. I can't join on this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and declare neutrality on that. Not really needed. How's Europe looking? There is another war between France and Germany, or North German Federation. Rubber discovered in Nicaragua. Wait, is Nicaragua part of a market? Oh, that's Nicaragua market. Oh, but right, it's, yeah, Mosquito Kingdom is part of the British market. And of course, we got British market, well, honestly, it does hold at least 50% of the South America, but we do not have the most prestige yet, although we are slowly recovering from that. Let's actually have a look at the prestige. So Brazil's got almost 400. Oh dear, that's going to be quite a bit of catching up to do. Peru Bolivia's got 240. If we can start improving our GDP a little bit further, that might help. But I don't think we're really making a lot of progress in there right now. Look at it in the society. Oh, human rights. I mean, suppose that would unlock a lot of various laws to pass. Like the compulsory primary school. We'll go ahead and research that one. We're getting the breech-loading artillery now, so we'll go ahead and upgrade our artillery, and then once that is done, we'll start building up 5 more battalions again. 5 artillery battalions this time around. Probably going to be like Cordoba, maybe in Buenos Aires, I don't know yet. Regardless, we'll build a bit of artillery, so that will get us to 40 battalions total. We'll probably need to increase our military a lot further than that. But that will also increase the prestige that we get. Industrialists have started complaining about the existing subsistence farm in Santa Fe. Yeah, we should probably follow their advice. We can't really afford increasing the construction speed right now. The economy just can't handle it. It's something we should keep an eye on, though. Sooner or later, we might be able to do something about it. Standard of living is still average 12.3. We have reached 60% literary rate now. We've got 11.2 million GDP, but we are not in the top 25 anymore. So that is going to take a while. Looks like the war in Germany is... Wait, is this... There's another diplomatic play. Alright then. Hey, there we go. Colonial affairs investment has increased, and we've gotten a bit of the extra influence. So what we could do is actually go ahead and start improving that one at least. Maybe not do all at once, but we can start with that one definitely. Is there a huge demand? There's quite a bit of demand for fine arts. Also, rubber is pretty high in demand. And engines. Where could we import engines? Ah, right. We're exporting some of the engines already, so we can't import. Never mind. Let's actually have a look. What is the highlights of considerable imports? So there's a lot of demand for coal. Where could we import that from? East Africa, Venezuela, maybe? Nah, not really all that much, no. Wood? Could import from Japan. You know what? I'll do that. Shouldn't cost us any bureaucracy. But that might allow us to get at least a little bit more trade going. Get a little bit cheaper wood as well. The government administration, we already got 1 building, we're getting the second one soon. Then we'll get the motor industry classworks university. We will, before we get the university, we'll get the breech-loading artillery, we'll upgrade our existing troops. I'm expecting that the Brazilians probably have, they've still got mobile artillery. Oh no, they are upgrading the artillery and the shrapnel artillery now. Okay, so that is something that they will have as well. But maybe some of the others won't have that yet. Like Paraguay. Although Paraguay's got the defensive battle, but maybe if they declare war on me, but at that point, Brazil might join in the war against me. Ooh, Central Archives completed. Filing cabinets. Ooh, okay. The usual filing cabinets in the government administration has drastically increased the effectiveness of state bureaucracy. I love bureaucracy. We get 5% extra bureaucracy for a while. That's not too bad. So if we have a look at the population... Argentina do not make a majority in the grand scheme of things here, but they are the biggest one in our home nation, at least, or the capital state, rather. But of course, there's a lot of other areas that aren't quite as good yet for it. But they do make about 20% of the population already, so that is definitely improving. And most of the population is still Catholics. There's quite a bit of Protestants as well. Ah, there we go. So we've got the extra bureaucracy now, so we've got 200... Oh, well, I suppose that was just what triggered the event, wasn't it? What else do we have in the journal? So there's the urbanized Argentina. We've got one with at least 10 urban centers, but we need to have a lot more states with at least 5 urban centers. A new national identity. That's... Oh, there was the breech-loading artillery. There we go. So let's go ahead and just upgrade these into shrapnel artillery. We'll also go ahead and improve the army size. Maybe we'll put just these into our capital. We'll probably have plenty of people working in there. Plus, we've got so much universities that there's probably enough qualifications easily to get all of that done. But of course, it's going to take a while before we get to that construction. But now that we've got that, what is the... Oh, it's the modern nursing that is spreading. Alright then. Not too bad. But how is the prestige from our military right now? Is it 36? I think it will probably go a bit higher than that once the artillery is fully upgraded. But I suspect that it's probably not fully done yet. It started... Actually, it does say 5 there, so maybe it is. I know it is. What's the next option? Oh, light tanks is going to be... Well, we need to mobile. Okay, yeah, that's going to take a while. OCT of plenty. Buenos Aires. The most prominent members of Buenos Aires high society have been seen organizing luxurious parties in the new and lavish urban buildings. We'll let them celebrate. We'll get a bit more loyalist. And actually, we've got quite a bit of loyalists already. 11.2 million GDP, so the GDP is still kind of stolen, but I suppose we've been expanding our military a lot and a lot of bureaucracy and all that, so all of that is a bit expensive. But at the same time, we are at least now... Oh, actually, how soon are we going to get the... Well, I've still got 31 weeks to get the education level 4. We've got fairly good legitimacy. I don't suppose there's a lot of laws that we could really pass. Other than the private health insurance. Again, that would radicalize the Catholic Church, and I'd rather not have a huge problem with them yet. Especially since they're... Let's actually have a look. Oh yeah, the total separation is still something that they're opposing quite heavily. Well, I mean, it will slowly wear down, or sort of expire, that's a modifier. So once they get to at least +1, then we could maybe try passing the private health insurance. Although, technically speaking, the standard of living isn't that high, so it might not be a huge boost. But it will reduce the Catholic Church power even further, so then it's just going to be probably these 4 industry groups, for the most part, fighting for power. There's still got a bit of market access problems. I don't know if it's... well, you know what? We could probably get a shipyard... Not shipyard, port in here. Oh, hold on a minute. Is it because of something in here doesn't really have the market access? Yeah, it's probably that one. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it could be up here somewhere that is causing the problems. Or maybe it goes through Chile. Seems to be following the same numbers in a lot of areas here. So I don't know what exactly is the bottleneck. Whether through the trust of our people or the truncheons of our soldiers, Argentina has emerged unbroken from the wave of socialist agitation and threatened it. Triumph for all of Argentina. More legitimacy for 5 years. More lawyers will standard of living increases. Or things will never be the same again. So that's for 5 years. Oh, militarized police force support. No, we'll just go Triumph for all of Argentina. I don't think we initially need to get those sort of things in there. So is armed forces still socialist or communist? They are. At least the leader is. And the literacy rate is growing up quite nicely. I think we're going to be hitting 6 million in due time. It's probably not going to be like... Probably in 1890. During that year, we'll probably hit the 6 million total population. Unless there's another mass immigration wave somewhere. It could happen. There we go. We are 220 prestige. Still need to increase that quite a bit. We did get 36 prestige from the military now and 18 from Navy. I suppose another thing that we could do is build up a bit more fleets. Only got 10 ships right now. What we could do is we'll get another... I think what we'll do is we'll have like a 4-to-1 with the frigates, or the light ships and capital ships. We'll get another 5 ships total, so that should potentially double the prestige that we get from our fleet. Ooh, we'll discover in Eastern New Guinea. Plus, it might also allow us to get some more diplomatic interests. Currently, we've got 2. And we're using then in Gran Colombia and Brazil. Luckily, we've got Andes and La Plata, kind of by the virtue of being in those 2 areas. Speaking of La Plata, how is the colonization going in here? So there's still a little bit of colonists that need to be done in there. There's quite a bit of competition. Oh, I think we're maxed out. Yeah, we're maxed out. Okay, well, is there any... Well, no, we don't have any other colonies that we can really do. Right then. Well, eventually we might try colonizing a little bit in Africa, just for the heck of it. Although it could be pretty risky, but at the same time, it's not necessarily impossible. Now, I think, who owns this? Oh, Tahiti. Wait, they're a protectorate. Oh, right, they are not decentralized. There's Tonga. What is the resource produced in here? They do have a bit of whaling. That could be handy. At least get a bit of oil until we get the oil pumps and all that. But getting to that point is a bit difficult. Oh, we lost... Hold on, British Raj, is that... Oh, right, we don't have diplomatic ties with them anymore. They probably had something in here. Like, they probably put in some interest in South America somewhere. I don't know where exactly, to be fair. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.